Hey folks, sorry about that intermission right there. That my story is so balling that I ran out of time to tell y'all what happened. So I got to make a second part of 5. So I guess this is called What Happened with Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Part 5, 2.5. That makes sense. I guess it'll just be a whole. First one is 1.5, so I got to make this 2.5 because it was like 15 minutes long. I couldn't record longer. Anyways, back to the fucking forward. Motherfucking Hagrid's son grabbed this bitch like this. Was like, hope. And like this motherfucking half-breed human enforcer starts surrounding the motherfucker and was like, wow. And I was like, no, don't hurt him. He ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Hurt that bitch. That's what Hermione said, basically. So, so then motherfucker dropped her like, your motherfucker stabbed me. Why y'all do that? I start crying and shit. Then these motherfucking horse humans start grab that bitch, drag her ass in the forest. They like, it was like 50 of them niggas. It was like, niggas. And then they were surrounding her. And then she was like, tell him I mean no harm, Harry. And Harry was like, well, he said the slickest shit ever. Slickest shit ever. He's like, well, I must not tell a lie. So you're gonna have to die. I was rolling. I was like, damn, burn, bitch. So they're like, nah, I must have order. And they took her off from the force, and we didn't see him since. We didn't see him like for the whole movie. Didn't see him after that. So basically, Harry grabbed his army, and then they met up with Ron eventually, and Neville and everybody else. It was like 10 of them though. There was only like 10 of them in his army. Because everybody else like they weren't strong enough, and they were like too young to leave. And Harry's like, no, you gotta stay here. Then Hermione's like, how'd you guys escape? And basically Ron was like, I whooped my boy's ass. And then Hermione's like, that was clever. He was like, yeah, I know. And then with that, I was like, Ron got game now. So they went off to this, it was in the Ministry of Magic. It was like a vault in the Ministry of Magic. So that's what they had to go. Where Harry was like looking for Lord Voldemort to fight this nigga. Because he had dreams that he was going to be there. And like he kept having dreams about like this orb that was there too that he was after. So they went up there, posted up, and like they, had their wands. It was dark. They did their little light things. They wands. They just walking around. Like what's it like that? Then all of a sudden, there was a Harry Potter grabbed his orb. Was like, yes, I found it. What does this mean? And then motherfucking Malfoy's dad and Lord Voldemort's army, but Lord Voldemort wasn't there yet. Start coming down like, so they were surrounded. It was like one right there, one right there, one right there, one right there, and like I forgot about this shit. I forgot to tell y'all. Lord Voldemort broke out this bad bitch out from Azkaban. She was like one of the most powerful ones in Lord Voldemort's army. So it was like Lord Voldemort, Draco Malfoy's dad, and that bitch that broke out. I call her the bad bitch because I don't know her name. Just the bad bitch. So basically, it was the bad bitch and Draco Malfoy's dad, and they was just sitting there like, Harry Potter, hey, long time no see. And she was just sitting there with her crazy ass looking like, kill this nigga. And he was like, how? See you found the orb. That thing you're holding right there is all the secrets. The reason why you live, the reason why Lord Voldemort hasn't killed you. All the secrets of you and Lord Voldemort are in that thing right there. The reason why you can see things he can see. The reason why he can get in your head. The reason why you two are connected is what's in that orb. So if you just come it over here, then everything can be revealed. Just like it to me. And Harry Potter was like, no nigga, bam! And like shocked everybody, and then like they start running and shit, and they start running. Then motherfucker, Russell and crew, they could like fly with like a black shadow behind them, so they was flying and shit, and they was running, and everybody was running, they was going, and then like they was like whooping their ass, and it was like, Spelliarmus, and then they was like, stupefied, and like they turned to stone or something, and like they stupefied, and like Draco Malfoy's dad was dodging them shit, and like they was just getting niggas back and forth, like stupefied. It was crazy. And then like they got chased into like this room or whatever, and they had like this little, I don't know what it was. It was like a mirror. It was like a two-way mirror, and it was like wavy in the middle. It was like a room, and it was like on a pedestal. I forgot what it was. I think it was like a transporter or something. I think, yeah, it was like a transporter or something. Like people step in at a gateway. So by then, all of Harry Potter's friends got caught by one of Lord Voldemort's minions, like by on wand form, like this, like they were sitting there like this with a wand to their neck. And then Harry Potter was the only one that was free. And they said, well, if you want your friends to, live, you just gotta hand me over the orb. That's what Draco Malfoy did. So Harry Potter was like, and then he got the orb, and the orb, like, it was like bright blue, and all of a sudden he grabbed it, and all of a sudden it turned black. It like shadow, and he was looking at it like, yes, I have the power. And then like all you see like it's looking at Harry Potter now, and Harry Potter, like all you see on Harry Potter is like this big flash of light come down, and like somebody's behind Draco Malfoy right now. Not Draco Malfoy's dad. Like you see like this flash of light on Harry Potter's face, like he's looking at something behind Draco Malfoy's dad. And then like somebody tapped on Draco Malfoy's dad. It's like and then he turned around, he was like, stay away from my godson. And like socked this nigga. I was like, oh, that was big. And it was Sirius Black. The Sirius Black just came down and was like, get away from my godson. I was like, oh god. I replayed that shit like 3 times. Like this, get away from my godson. Get away from my god. Get away. It was like, oh, it was nasty. And then like everybody from the Order of Phoenix, they would have put to start coming down with like these looking like angels. So like Baltimore people look like demons with their little shadows. They look like angels with their like angel shadows behind them. And they just like all fighting and shit. And all fighting and shit. And then Sirius Black was like, hey, Harry, and what I need you to do is take your friends and you need to leave. He said, no, fuck that. I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna fight. So Harry Potter, like kids like Ron Weasley and Hermione, they just hide out because they weren't strong enough. And Harry Potter was fighting side by side with Sirius Black and everybody from the Order of Phoenix. Everybody was fighting. It was so cold. It was like da da da. And Voldemort's team was getting their ass whooped. And then like it was 2-on-2 with Sirius Black, Harry Potter versus some guy and Draco Malfoy's dad. And they were like going back and forth like Expelliarmus. And then eventually Harry Potter got that one dude with the Expelliarmus, and then like Sirius Black knocked him off the rock. Was like, and then like it was just Draco Malfoy's dad and Sirius Black and Harry was like Expelliarmus. And then Sirius Black was like, good one, James. And I swear when he said that, I was like crying because he was thinking that he was fighting with James Potter again, but it was Harry. He was like, good one, James. And he looked at him and smiled. I was like, oh, that's so fucking cute. I got sentimental on that part too. And he's like, good one, James. Expelliarmus. And then he was like, ah. I'm like, I think he killed Draco Malfoy's dad right there. So like, Sirius killed Draco Malfoy's dad, and that bad bitch that broke out of Azkaban was like, abracadabra. And like, Sirius Black with this green shit, and he was like, and then like his ghost came out of him, and he just died right then and there in front of Harry Potter. But then that Numerous, that guy that turned into a werewolf, he came by and was like, Harry, no, and he's part of the Order of Phoenix too, I guess. He was like, Harry, no. He was like, fuck, fuck, and he's like just holding him down. And the bad bitch that killed Sirius was running this shit around like, she was running through the Ministry of Magic. He was like, I killed Sirius, and Harry Potter was like, started chasing this bitch down like, and like zapped this bitch down. And then he was like, you motherfucking bitch. Like, he was like, I kill her right now. And then Sirius Black started tapping with his head. He was like, good job, Harry. Now kill her. Kill her like she killed Sirius Black. And all of a sudden, she started smiling like, yeah, nigga, you in trouble. It's over for your ass. And Sirius Black came out of nowhere. She started talking to this nigga like, Sirius Black was like, over there. Like, where that shit is right there. And he was sitting there looking down. He was talking to her. And then like he got distracted, and that bitch like got up and started taking off running, like she like flew out of nowhere. So it was like Harry Potter and Voldemort. Voldemort, and they just started like going at it for a little bit, and then like, Harry Potter started losing. Guess who popped out of nowhere with his fucking beam, and he was like, wow. Dumbledore came out of nowhere and started whooping Voldemort's ass, and they went at it for like a good hour, dude. It was cold. So like basically, Lord Voldemort like had this little spell, and like this little dragon of like fire just came out of nowhere and started like going around chasing Dumbledore from Harry. And then Dumbledore was like, okay, I got something better, nigga. And there's like this fat ass like 2 water dragons was like, ah! It came down and whooped his ass. And then like a whole bunch of glass broke and shit. So Voldemort was like, huh, I can use it to my advantage. It got some glass and shit, and it was like, ah! And they all came down, and Dumbledore was like, okay, I got a shield, nigga. And like the shield turned the glass into sand and like spread out so it didn't hurt nobody. So basically, Voldemort was like, wow, I cannot beat this nigga. And then Harry Potter Lord Voldemort like froze time and like got to Harry Potter's head again, and he starts passing out and shit. And then like he unfroze time and shit. And then Harry Potter looked at Dumbledore like he was possessed by Voldemort. He was like, you will not win. Ah, you have failed miserably. He was talking to Harry, and he was like, you are too weak. And then Harry Potter, he did some reverse shit and got in the Baltimore's head. He was like, no, you were the weak one. You have no friends. And that hurt his feelings, I guess. And he was like, damn, that's fucked up. So basically, he broke out of that shit, and then like he was spazzing out on the floor and shit. And Lord Dumbledore was like looking at him, and then, and then like, and then like he was like, yo, get out of me. And he was like, and like he like his soul, Baltimore soul like popped out of him and shit. And then the Ministry of Magic, everybody from the Ministry of Magic was like, what's going on? And they started coming in through this little, like, the chimneys, through the green fire, and they started coming in, looking at what happened. And all they see is Dumbledore, Harry, Harry's friends, and they saw Baltimore. Lord Baltimore standing there, he was like, oh shit, I got caught. And then he like disappeared, and then the dude was like, he's back, I seen him, I'm caught. So they go back to Hogwarts, and like there's like a newspaper saying, "Sorry, Harry Potter, we called you a liar when you really told the truth." And they was like sucking his dick now because he was right all along. So went back to Hogwarts, and Harry was like, "Why are you avoiding me?" Dumbledore was like, "I tried to cease communication with you to keep you safe, but it didn't work." He's like, "I'm sorry, Harry Potter. I was just doing it for the best interest of you." He said, "It's okay. Just don't do that shit anymore." Damn, hurt my fucking feelings. And basically, Hogwarts went back to normal. Everybody got retired, and basically they learned that Dumbledore was back. Everybody knows he's back now, so everybody's prepared for him. And Harry Potter is still built his army, and that was pretty much the end of the story. It was good as shit. I loved it. That's my favorite one. They got it, my favorite one. I mean, but damn, it took like 2 videos for me to start that shit. My fucking notes, shit right here. Man, it was balling, dude. I wish I would have seen that shit, man, instead of me. I tell you to watch that shit, but that shit was cold. You be confused though. That shit was cold. I just like that shit. That was solid. So stay tuned. Harry Potter 6. Next one is Harry Potter 6 with Half Blooded Prince. That one's a good one. That one's a really good one. That for fucking mind. But you gotta be high to watch it. I was high when I watched that, so it was pretty tough. Don't tell my mom though, because she get mad at you like this one. Alright then, this is Ricky. Peace out. I'll hit you up with another one. Deuces.